We have travelled about 40 kilometres today just along the river, and there's a camping site in this town, Nakhon Phanom. Two things I've noticed popping up around Thailand, and this must be a chain of car washes. One is automatic car washes, and two is coin laundries. I'd suggest they're probably franchise type car washes. And I've tried one of those in Korat, did it myself. And just as a comparison, doing it myself probably cost about $4 Australian, $3 US. So today I googled car wash because we haven't washed the car for a while. And this one, we were lucky to find this. It's a normal old style, 200 baht. So it starts off here. They put it up on the ramp. They use the pressure washer. None of them can ever get up on the roof, although this guy has got a ladder. And they're doing a good job. Sawadee krap, fellas. Good job, hey? Okay. Yeah, thank you. So after it comes off there, it goes over to this bay over here. And this is where they dry it, vacuum it, polish it. And this one was, so 200 baht's about $9 for somebody doing it. But have a look at this. Smart guys. Most of them have got a little somewhere where you sit and wait. They're not very nice normally. These guys have got a whole lounge here. We are at Nok's sister's house. Nah. Sawadee krap, Nah. How are you? Nok's young sister. And it's amazing, this family, how entrepreneurial they are, and a lot of Thai families. So here she has her public coin laundry, but they also do all that laundry in there is actually uniforms for one of the local factories. Now, the brother, Saktar, he owns about 3 shops in town like a wholesaler. And they sell all sorts of things, and they sell these white bags. So they were importing the bags from wherever, and then they thought, well, why don't we make them ourselves? So here's an overlocker. Have a look at that. Have a look at the way that the motor's mounted on there. And then we have the staff here making the bags, and you speak English really good.
I'm beautiful. I don't like beautiful.
You're beautiful. Did you say?
No, beautiful.
Saway.
Well,
well, they're doing fine, and you're making the bags, and these, they're like a singing machine, but they're not.
No, beautiful.
Yeah, and look at the bags. How many bags you make? How many? 200 today? Many. Yeah, look at that. Hey? So, how many did you make? Ah,
Beautiful.
you make the Nit Noi bag, the small one.
Back small.
And your English is exceptional. Okay, well you keep making the bags. You've made a lot of them. So they sit here all day making bags. And the other part of the enterprise is out here. Beer. You're cooking. Beer the chef.
Yeah.
Chef. So they run a... The what? Sorry? A big chef, hey? And behind there is the real chef is Nah. You're a big chef?
Chef.
You're the chef? So they have this shop here in the front, and really they don't need it. But over the road here, where the 7-Eleven now is, they used to lease that land, and they had a barbecue cafe with about 30 little huts, and the whole family used to walk across there and do all the work. But now they lost that space, and so they now just make everything in here. Just a big family working together. Look at that. May Aloy. Aloy.
อร่อยไหม
Aloy May.
อร่อย yummy too much.
Thank you, bye. And then over here I have taught Luquette, who cooked the prawn? Who cooked?
You cook. Yes.
You cook Australian style prawns, yes? You're a good
เอากา
cook.
พู
ยิ้มหน่อย
Hey, Sup, somebody teach
ซับบ่อยแล้ว
how to cook prawns and put them on the ice. and we've done a good job. And Big Eye, Aloy Mak.
ปลาร้าผัดต้มปลาร้าผัด
Yummy,
ยัมมี่
yummy
เขิน
food.
เหรอ
โอ้โห
ยัมมี่
Yummy.
ไหน
Okay then. Have a nice dinner.
ว้าว
I might not be able to speak Thai. And bag one, calm papa.
Papa.
Say, that's when I'm driving too fast. He's learnt to say, calm papa.
Papa.
Now, can you get the drill, please? Bag one. We might not speak the same language, but he knows what this is for. Hey. Okay? He can learn, boys must be boys. Good boy, on. Yep. That's good. Yep, go. Up, other way. Go. Right, stop. Go. Go, Papa. Okay, there you go. Boys will be boys. Go. All of 5 years old, I think. Good boy, bag one. Hey, good boy. Take it off. That's it. Good boy. The sun is rising over this beautiful new campground, only recently opened. That direction there is Hua Hin and the Gulf of Thailand, so we're down towards South Thailand now. There's a beautiful new shower block. Best one I've seen so far. Lovely timber doors, nice fit out. Proper hot water, and the reason there's proper hot water, the owners of this place, the son is just graduated recently as an electrical engineer from university, and this was his first electrical engineering job, and he has done a wonderful job, which is rare. He's so proud of it. The cables are all done properly underground, the whole power supply safe and brooded. Now this lake has an amazing story. So for many years the owner of this land had leased the land to another guy. A bit of it's farmland, but it's mostly just bush and jungle. And obviously the owner never came near the place, because what the tenant did was he mined road base, and so lower down there would be rock, etc., and they took the rock out, crushed it down the road a bit, and they sold it to build the nearby motorway with no law, no license, no permits, no authority to do that. And now that water down there at the moment is a hole still 70 metres below there, and I won't go around, but right up in that end you can see where the trucks came down into the quarry and went round and round and round, and 70 metres is pretty deep. But fortunately an underground spring popped up in the bottom of it, and so that has turned it into this beautiful lake. And the guy was so upset with the whole thing that he just decided to sell the land. And so the current owners come along and bought it and thought this would make a nice camp park. And the beauty of it is there is endless water supply. There's so much water here, and that's how they managed all this green grass. I'd assume they put turf on there, because I'm not sure how you would have grown that there. And down in the corner there they put a solar pump. Now there's a company in Thailand that makes these pumps. I've seen them on display somewhere. Now I would assume that the pump itself is not down that end, because I can't see any. Oh, there is a power cord going down there. So up on top of the hill they've got a solar array, and so the whole thing's run by solar, but the solar panels aren't down there, which is a great idea, because you would get very limited sun down in the corner of the dam. And that goes up to a tank, and then that feeds the whole property. So there's only one other group of campers here today. Lovely, lovely people. Talked to them last night. They are from Laos, no, from Isan, but they were speaking Lao, Isan to Nok last night. Good morning. Sawadee krap. Everybody sabadi mai? And you happy? And they have tents. They only live a few kilometres away, but they decided to come down here and go camping. I'm not sure it's a place you'd bring young children because they might go for a bit of a tumble down that hill, but people just take care of themselves and hopefully their kids in Thailand take responsibility for their actions, and so you don't really see a lot of regulations, signs, can't do this, can't do that, as you would in places like New Zealand or the United States. Very, very heavily governed, so nobody sues anybody. Look at that, beautiful. There's as close as I can get to the solar pump, and I can confirm there's no electricity down there. So it must operate a bit like a bore does, and there's a very good foot valve under the pump. So from what I can gather, the pumps are actually up at the tank. And I guess that would work because it works in a deep bore. So yeah, it probably would work in a place like this, I'm not too sure. So along here they've got a bit of a safety fence. I just love the way he's done the power boxes. So when you're camping in the area, they just take that spigot out there of the water. There's the power box, each one, and the power boxes are just for the tents, phone chargers, fan, lights on the tent. So this is now my #1 camp spot in Thailand. Over there you can see the road down there, and there's a life jacket and a canoe, so you're allowed to walk down there and you go out in the lake in the canoe. And then if anyone in your family doesn't behave themselves, that's where they sleep, on that chair over there on the edge of the cliff. Looks like a bit of a gypsy wagon parked over here. I'm doing my early morning rounds of this lovely caravan park, camping ground. Has to be a gypsy. Look, they even bring their own onions. I wonder where they grow those. Up on the roof, I guess. Just love this. Look at the timber work they put in there. And this really is 5-star camping. Behind each one of those doors is a whole shower, bathroom, toilet, room. Okay, lovely. I'm just going to check proper rubbish bins. Another rarity. Recycling. Normal rubbish. I wonder if there's anyone in here. I might have seen this thing before somewhere. I'll just stand back a bit. You never know who's going to come out of a place like that. Anybody in there? Hello? Anybody home? Who are you? I've seen you before. Aren't you that girl that was in the rice fields? Mm-hmm. You're meant to be working, picking and planting rice. You didn't go to work?
No, they fired me.
They fired you? Why did they fire you?
I don't know.
But I see some onions on the back. Did you steal those?
Of course not.
Where did you get the onions? Yesterday you didn't have any food. Hey, where did you get those onions?
I just bought them.
You what?
I just bought them.
You bought them?
Mm.
Okay, so you decided not to go to work after all, just moved to another place.
Mm.
Did you pay to stay here, or did you just come and park up overnight?
I pay 200 per person.
200 baht per person.
Yeah.
About 20 Australian dollars a night you stayed to pay here. It's a very nice park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you moving on today or staying here another night?
Move on.
So you must have some money then, if you can do it, buy onions and pay to stay in a camp park.
It's not expensive, man.
Yeah, I think you've been having a little lie to me some of the other times I've seen you. I don't think you're telling me the truth.
What wrong?
Hey?
What is right? What is right?
Well,
what
nothing's
is
wrong,
not?
but I don't think you're poor.
I'm poor.
You're poor, are you?
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, you got any coffee in there?
I didn't have.
You
Would
think
you
I
like a
could-
coffee?
Yeah. Is it proper brewed coffee?
Yeah.
Could I come in for one?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
Come
I'll
in.
be in soon.
Come in.
Hello everyone, thank you for watching our video. Would you mind like and subscribe please?